following contest is a fatal four-way match scheduled for one fall. Your referee for this contest, Victor Quintas. In Jersey first.
Hello, Remy Morgan.
Well, here we are again, my least favorite commentary partner.
You know, Remy, the feeling is mutual, and I'm going to put it out here. I don't like you, I don't like doing commentary with you, but I love being here at AFA. And if you're willing to set it aside, I'm willing to set it aside for the greater good of this show.
Let's keep it professional.
That's rich.
Good luck.
Previously seen Keita in tag team action here in AFA tonight, going at it alone against not one, not two, but three separate opponents in fatal four-way action. Remy, I struggle to call you a wrestler, but I will for these purposes. As a wrestler, how do you prepare for a multi-person matchup like this where you don't even have to be pinned or submitted to be involved in the decision?
I think I'll be the first one to say, in a match like this, you need a little bit of luck on your side. You need to be in the right place at the right time. You know, you can be the fastest guy, the smartest guy, the strongest guy, but you just got to be lucky.
I imagine it's a combination of luck and also smarts, knowing where to be, picking your spots, and that's something Keita's excellent at doing.
You are absolutely right.
Hey,
Keita maybe to me the favorite in this matchup.
Well, it's hard to argue with the pedigree of Keita up and down the West Coast, from the Pacific Northwest, Northern California, Southern California. We've seen him, of course, as a fixture of New Japan Pro Wrestling, as part of the NJPW Academy and NJPW Strong events.
What a resume.
And tonight, hoping to add AFA Victor to that resume. Another New Japan Strong veteran, and a dangerous one to boot, is Jakob Austin Young, a legitimate striker. You heard that? My man, he wasn't talking to you, Remy.
I think you should focus on the matchup. That's how you got fired from your other gig.
Listen.
Playing favorites.
Okay, well, we didn't have to get into that, Remy. We didn't have to get into the realities of that situation, or lack thereof. Nevertheless, Jakob Austin Young here tonight, making his way to AFA, hoping to unseat Keita, hoping to unset his other two opponents, and looking to add sunglasses to Diana Sandoval. Her future is too bright.
I think that's a good look for her. I like that.
Doesn't really go with the Dorothy aesthetic, but it is a good look.
Well, the lights are bright in here.
And Keita wants a piece of the pie. You're really gonna get mad at me for playing favorites, Remy? Really?
I need you to be impartial.
Okay. All right.
Please don't sing anyone's theme song.
You don't have to worry about that. A less than impartial response from the AFA faithful for the franchise. Titus Alexander, just about a week removed from his most recent tour of the Land of the Rising Sun with Marvelous and Pro Wrestling Noah. The sky truly the limit for the franchise. And he has now stolen the Sunnies.
The sunglasses are really getting around here.
There's a joke in there, but I'm not gonna make it.
Just some low-hanging fruit.
Keita trying to match the freak, as it were, of Titus Alexander. But there's one more piece to the puzzle. And Remy, this is maybe the most interesting one to me, because stylistically, Keita and JAY and Titus very similar. Not so this man.
You know, I know this might surprise you, but I actually agree with you on that. I think you're absolutely right.
I'm glad you're finally coming around, Remy. You were saying? Tell me more.
You just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing.
He is the dad bod demigod, the ass acid. Keyword. The first three, ASS.
Look at that robe.
It is Joey Mayberry with a very unorthodox and not sure what the word is. Unpredictable style of offense here compared to Alexander and Young and Keita.
I think unpredictable is the right word.
Showing off the dad bod.
We'll call him the wild card.
A wild card is an excellent way to put it, Remy. Again, a broken clock right twice a day, and here you are. It's also worth pointing out that Joey Mayberry, of course, has made his mark in professional wrestling, hosting the Ring the Bell on YouTube, hosting the Golden Era podcast, but he's a much lesser-known commodity than Alexander for his time in Japan, with Keita and Jakob Austin Young for their time in New Japan here. So much less tape of Mayberry for his opponents to study than he has tape of them.
Again, I just think that makes him a wild card in this matchup. They don't know what to expect. They don't know what to prepare for.
And again, it is one fall to a finish here.
Expect Victor to call this match right down the middle. I'd expect nothing less.
As he always does, one of the best in the game. Gonna have his hands full here tonight.
Absolutely.
Jakob Austin Young with a little bit of gyration of his own, not to be outdone. And one of the best in the game.
Here we
Six
go.
Now we are underway. Titus Alexander.
He's got the right idea. He's the smartest man in the ring. Now he's the smartest man on the floor.
Perhaps trying to pick his spot, but do you unintentionally? Oh, come on! He's got a Keita sign from a ringside fan here.
I think he's telling Keita he's cheering for him.
Well, Keita also a non-factor at this time. It is Jakob Austin Young getting a gyration tutorial here from the dad bod demigod. He's getting the hang of it.
Titus Alexander not making any
Whoa!
friends here.
And you heard Keita. I mean, he wanted to play on the same team.
Yep.
As Titus Alexander. He said, we're friends, we're homies. Titus, he clearly doesn't agree. Titus seemingly apathetic here. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy, Remy. Again,
I was just going to say that. I think that was the wrong play.
only one competitor can win this matchup, but if you're Alexander, if you're Keita, you form a temporary alliance, you do what you can to take out Young and Mayberry, and then you fight it out amongst yourself. Now, that's seemingly a non-factor.
You need an ally in a match like this.
And Jakob Austin Young and Joey Mayberry, they know that. They've already started this allyship. Picture-perfect drop kick from Alexander. Drops Mayberry.
Alexander showing us he doesn't need any allies in this matchup, taking it to all three competitors here already.
Keita catching him with a hip toss. Leg drop from Young, taking him out of the equation. You were saying he doesn't need any opposition, he doesn't need any partnership here.
He's outside, he's catching his breath. He's a smart competitor.
Young's gonna need to catch his breath as Keita cinches in the chin lock. Shoulder block sends him down to the canvas. I always say it when I call Keita's matches. The lights are on, but nobody is home. There is something deep and dark in this man's psyche. Going for the waist lock.
You better hope he doesn't hear you say that.
I'm not even saying it as a negative. I mean, Keita sort of cover.
Wait a second.
Kick out from Keita. He sort of feeds off of this kind of unorthodox cover. This almost sociopathic nature. It's led him to victory and championship success in many a promotion. Titus inserted himself back in the contest here. 2-1 special. Both shoulders down. Both sets of shoulders down. But only a two. Double clothesline. Now, is it a double clothesline if one man takes out two people with a clothesline? Or
I'm going to call it a double clothesline.
Or is it only, I guess I kind of thought it was only a double clothesline if tag team partners did it to
I'll call that a double.
Cool.
One clothesline for each arm.
Joey Mayberry from the top. Cross body killing three birds with one move. And leveling Alexander with a big uppercut. Scott Keita using Austin Young as a stepping stone. Twisting him around with the head scissors.
Be careful in that corner.
And right now, the gyration, the wild card nature of Mayberry, shall we say, for lack of a better term, ass-based offense, it's seemingly paying off for him here, but does he have to be careful of maybe having a little too much fun, Brett?
I think so. Splashes for everyone, but a lot of hesitation here. He should stay on these guys.
He's wiggling. He's jiggling. Titus Alexander calling for a timeout, and he forces one here. Enziguri kick. Did you hear that, Remy?
Right up the back of the skull. What a nasty sound.
Sounded like a gunshot.
Referee might want to check on him.
Now Alexander laying in the boots to the lower back of Mayberry here. Yeah, and as I said, Titus only a week removed from his most recent expedition to Japan. You gotta think jet lag still playing a factor, still wearing on Titus here. Not capitalizing, not going for the cover immediately. Maybe speaks to my point.
I think I just made that point, and you disagreed with me, so I don't know what you're doing.
Jet lag? You didn't talk about jet lag.
Hey, let's just watch the match.
Wow. Feels so bad for Barry Sweeney on July 14th. Staying on top of Mayberry here. Again, nasty offense from Titus Alexander.
Bad for these guys who are getting brutalized right now by Titus Alexander.
Here's the scary thing, Remy. I can almost guarantee it hurts worse than it sounds. But in comes...
You are absolutely correct.
In comes Austin Young and Keita. Maybe now this is the temporary alliance.
Let's see how temporary this is.
I mean, Keita himself seems a little trepidatious here, but it's working for him thus far.
Oh. This is going to be the shortest lived.
Oh, Keita looking to steal the cover. And yeah, the short-lived is the key word, Remy. It's done.
Man, who could have seen that coming? Oh my gosh.
One from Young. And these guys got to be careful. You cannot have tunnel vision in a match like this. Again, it's getting personal in a hurry as this temporary alliance dissolves. But Young and Keita have to remember that Alexander and Mayberry are still on the outside, are still very much a factor.
Calculated risk, because if you put one of these guys down with those big forearms, it becomes a triple threat match.
Potentially, yes. No doubt gives them the opportunity to rest, to recuperate, to recover on the outside. If they manage to do so before a cover or submission is successfully cinched in. Keita off the ropes. Oh! Drop kick from Jakob Austin Young.
Kick.
Is it beautiful enough for victory? No.
Not quite.
Kick out from Keita.
Keita spitting out some teeth here.
And Remy, let me ask you, as our color analyst, who's your favorite? Who do you see picking up the Duke here?
What did I say at the beginning of this matchup, Jordan Castle?
I don't remember. I don't listen to you.
All right, well then let's just watch the match.
Keita using referee Victor Cuentas as a shield here. Gets the upper hand on Jay and now looking for a tornado. No, a tornado. Here.
The strength of Keita.
And he ain't done. The ruler of realms has the arms butterflied. And this may be the beginning of the end for Jay. And ostensibly, Alexander and Mayberry covered. Bucket up by Titus.
Saving the matchup there, potentially.
And there we see these former friends.
Made an enemy, though.
Temporary alliance in its own right. Coming to blows here. And Titus wants back in. Oh. I was going to say, I'm not sure if Keita was going to agree, but it doesn't matter as Mayberry takes the fight to both.
Look at that look in his eyes.
Talking about lights on, but nobody home now. If at first you don't succeed, try again. The hip attack lands.
A lot of gyrating in this match.
It's all about the ass-based offense. Keita cuts it off. Big kick to the hip. Now a knee to the face.
Knee right to the temple.
Now Keita waking up Jakob Austin Young. Does he perhaps want to reignite that friendship? No.
No. No.
He wants to pile drive him, I think. But Young knows it, and Young avoids it. Sunset flip. Only a 2.
2 3/4.
It's about as close as close can get. Remy Morgan almost only counts in horseshoe and hand grenades as Keita catches the chop, and Young follows up with a knee.
Oh my goodness.
What do you even call that?
This match, I don't even know what the heck was that?
Whatever it was effective. It took Keita out of the equation, but now Alexander like a vulture in to pick the bones up and over.
Keita has not moved.
Kip it up.
This might be a singles match at this point. Back in pile driver?
Yes. No, again. Austin Young reverses another pile driver, lands on his feet, but Alexander and spring cutter.
Is that it?
coming up. And Remy, I gotta say, I hate to give you any morsel of credit. Hate to give you any morsel of credit, but I think if not for the intervention of the opponents, that would have been it. Alexander would have had the matchup won, and it speaks to how dangerous a fatal four-way match like this is.
Absolutely, you said it at the beginning of this matchup. This is anybody's matchup, but like I said, you have to be in the right place at the right time.
And Alexander was not, at least not at the moment. And he's frustrated here, taking out his frustrations on the opposition. Does it behoove Titus to attack all three of his opponents equally, or to zero in on one opponent?
Well, it's a great question. It didn't seem to pay off for him there. Here we go.
Trading shots.
All four competitors trading shots now.
Proverbial bar fight here between these four.
Oh man, relentless, all four of these competitors.
Again, there's been a lot of fun here. There's been a lot of rump shaking and jiggling, but ultimately, victory here in AFA means so much to all four of these men. They did not take a loss lightly. Mayberry sent against the ropes. Titus catches him. No!
The athleticism of Mayberry.
And here's Keita again thinking pile driver. Lands it, but Mayberry drops Titus in the process. And now we are down to Joey and Keita.
The crowd as impressed with this matchup as we are, Jordan.
Yeah, Keita's not impressed. Keita's pissed. Keita's ready to hurt more people.
Look at the look on Keita's face.
I'm telling you, he's a sociopath. You will not find two more different competitors here in AFA than Joey Mayberry and Keita, but the former butterflying the arms of the ladder, Keita escaping, jackknife, and a kick out.
2.5. Keita feeling it.
Shot right to the mush.
Uh-oh. I think maybe he just made Mayberry mad. Oh, man.
I'm not going to repeat that. We heard it loud and clear. Mayberry is not going quietly into the night.
Keita in big trouble here. Keita made an enemy.
The glutes working to perfection.
Oh. Wow.
Pussy buster for Alexander. Taking Mayberry out of the equation.
He's the matchup.
He's looking to steal it, but so is Young. Rolls him up. No, and you see, Titus had the hand on the rope, and in a fatal four-way matchup, there are no disqualifications.
Wait a second. What's going on here with the referee?
Again, using Victor Quentis as a shield, but Titus rolling through. Wow. Chaos Theory, beautiful bridge, and Alexander wins it.
What a matchup. Wow, what can you even say about that?
I can say that Titus Alexander, for all his cockiness, all his braggadociousness, and all his, well, you can hear it, lack of popularity with the AFA faithful, he can more than back it up and then some. He's come back stronger, smarter, faster, and just that much better after his most recent, but certainly not his last, trip to the land of the rising sun.
All four competitors gave everything they had, but at the end of the match, you have one man standing tall.
And again, it doesn't have to be pretty to be effective. Titus Alexander, compared to a vulture earlier on, picking the bones.
At the end of the day, Jordan, a win is a win.
And a win against not one, not two, but three separate opponents. High caliber, top level opponents at that. Goes a very, very long way here at AFA.
Curious to see what happens with Titus Alexander here and where he goes from there at AFA.
Sky's the limit, future is bright. The same can be said for Jakob Austin Young, not picking up the victory here. Looking very, very impressive.